shadows in the street light. Shell shining bright over on a roll. Keys blazing, giving funk.
Collector Johnny Sorensen, he's the man with the plan. Got toys stacked high from the floor to the fan. Every Monday night, it's free choice time. Pop culture and laughs, it's all on the line. Got action figures, comics, and some other bullshit too. You never know what he's gonna do. It's free choice Monday, let's see what he's got. Toys, pop culture, and other wild shots. Let's have some fun, we're gonna unwind. Johnny's got the goods, and we're feeling just fine. He's got rare collectibles, the ones that shine. From retro to modern, it's a collector's shrine. TV shows and movies, they're all in the mix. Pop culture, trivia, Johnny's got the tricks. And when it's showtime, you know it's the best. With toys and tunes, there ain't no contest. It's free choice Monday, let's see what he's got. Toys, pop culture, and other wild shots. Let's have some fun, we're gonna unwind. Johnny's got the goods, and we're feeling just fine. He's got rare collectibles, the ones that shine. From retro to modern, it's a collector's shrine. TV shows and movies, they're all in the mix. Pop culture, trivia, Johnny's got the tricks. And when it's showtime, you know it's the best. With toys and tunes, there ain't no contest. He's got rare collectibles, the ones that shine. From retro to modern, it's a collector's shrine. TV shows and movies, they're all in the mix. Pop culture, trivia, Johnny's got the tricks. And when it's showtime, you know it's the best. With toys and tunes, there ain't no contest. Select your favorite figure, and let's take a ride through the aisles of nostalgia, where memories hide. We'll talk about the good stuff, and maybe some bad. But with Johnny at the wheel, it's the best time we've had. Collector Johnny Sorensen, you keep us in the know. With toys, pop culture, and that Monday night glow. So here's to the fun, and here's to the show. Let's keep on collecting and let the good times flow. Collector Johnny Sorensen, you keep us in the know. With toys, pop culture, and that Monday night glow. So here's to the fun, and here's to the show. Let's keep on collecting and let the good times flow.
Oh, there I am. It didn't automatically add me in. That's always very, very helpful. Welcome, sports fans, to Monday Night Live. We're here with John Sorensen in Perth. He's got some things to say. First, it's Friday. It's not a Monday, so don't be confused by that introduction. And remember, Never throw rocks at a man with a machine gun. Words from Piper. Yeah, I haven't done a Monday Live hangout for a while for various reasons. One of which is like my cat had a really fucking horrible seizure the other week, so it certainly wasn't going to be happening then when I was thinking about doing one. And I just wanted to do a kind of casual hangout chat, talk about some toys and other bullshit, whatever else is going on. First, I'll say a bit of a hello to people. Hello to Retro Tinker. He's retro on it up. There's robots on the rampage in this house 24/7 from what I've heard. So sending out our thoughts and prayers that the robots don't rise up and cause revolution over there. Zazel Clubhouse is waiting. Wait no more. It's live. It's happening for a while. Not too long. 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Keeping it, just casual hangout. Not too long. Hello to Phil. Pretty exciting news, as if you guys don't know, because you are the people who traveled. Well, Zazel traveled to Japan and got to hang out with Phil in person, which was pretty awesome. It was pretty exciting news for those guys, meeting up in person and seeing pictures on Instagram and whatnot. It's pretty awesome. And I'm sure there'll be more things, more developments will come. They'll do leaks. They'll do little leaks like you thought we would seen the photos and seen the videos, but here's some more. Here's some more exciting things that happened with Phil and Zazel in Japan. No, it's pretty awesome. I'm really happy for you guys who got to hang out and have a good time. I feel like Japan seems to be the place now. Like, how many people have been over there, like that Phil's met up from over this way, like Australia and whatnot? There's a few people been over there now. Hello to partner in crime, Boba Hicks. Where is he? There he is. There's your answer, Zazel. He's right there. My other answer is either in the garage or under the seat cushions. That's when you lose something. House keys, Boba Hicks. Just check those places first. Okay. So yeah, haven't got a whole lot of I haven't got any pre-topics planned, so I haven't got any pre images and whatnot. So I'll do a quick summary of what's been going on recently on the channel. Then I'm just gonna show off some of my recent toys and shit that's sitting on the floor here. Pretty lazy stuff. Phil, always stoked to meet people over here. Zazel, he was wet. That's what she said. It was a leaky experience. We've all been there. Don't leave it too long. If you need to see a doctor, please do. These things can be serious. Recent things, we did awesome 80s action month on Boba Joe show. And this isn't just going to be me pimping Boba Joe show. I'm just doing kind of summary of like stuff doing the last couple of months and that, just to kind of anything you missed or don't hear about. And then I'll get on talking about some toys and shit. More importantly, let's have a sip of whiskey. Smooth. I just bought that like not even an hour ago after work. I was like, I'm getting some whiskey. It's a Friday night. I'm going the fuck home. Drink some of that. Ate most of a big bag of potato chips. I was watching some Grindhead Gym replays because I couldn't catch them last week live because I was at work. And I thought, I'm going to get up and sit there and just talk a bunch of bullshit live for a bit. So yeah, Boba Hicks got some Motu Origins figures come $27 for 4 figures. That's fucking nuts. That's like, I pay more than that for one of these bastards here. It's like that's the Toon Hordak. Well, actually, I got this for 22 off Amazon, but most of the figures have cost me 30 to 50 each, and I have over 100 of them. But yeah, so recently in Boba Joe, we've done a few theme months over the last couple of years. We're actually up to we've done 90 episodes now, 90 bloody podcast episode talks. But we did 80s action month, and I picked the biggest 4 action movie icons of the 80s. If you went 60s or 50s or 40s or whatever, you'd be doing Clint Eastwood and Bronson and John Wayne. But I went 80s. I want specifically 80s big action movie stars that I love. They were not just the box office earners, but the guys that really were just the icons. And they got amazing movies. They got good movies. They got bad movies. They got A, B, C movies. But like Schwarzenegger and Stallone, of course, are your top 2 guys. And to me, the other big 2 guys are Van Damme and Norris. Norris was kicking off in the 70s. He had quite a few films in the 70s, but they're kind of different genres and different mishmashes. In the 80s, he really kind of came into his own as a real action movie star. And it was influenced partly by the other trends at the time, all the, Muscles from Brussels and Stallone and Rambo. So he kind of Chuck Norris is one of those guys like Jason Statham, where he's just the same character, which is partly himself in just about every film, just a kind of exaggerated version of himself, like a lot of pro wrestlers and that. But yeah, I love Chuck Norris. I love all these guys. We've done episodes, each one of those. We'll definitely come back to other films. We'll do more Chuck Norris stuff. We'll do follow up to Bloodsport. We'll definitely talk about Time Cop, Invasion USA. We're going to go back and do can't remember the name of it now. The bloody the other one, the other solo whatever one with Norris, where it's kind of almost like half cowboy westernish. But we'll definitely talk about more of those. And one I still haven't got done yet, but this was supposed to be for last year, but it hasn't happened. But well, I remember last year with Wilhelm, there was bloody in his hometown, there was hurricanes or tornadoes. I think I want to say tornadoes. The ones that come inland and the twisters, like the movie Twister, that sort of shit was happening in his hometown. And some of his, like, I think it was his family, somebody had to move and whatever, and he had extra people coming to stay and all this, you know, real emergency situation shit. So this didn't happen, but this is still on the books for this year. So whether it happens next month or 6 months now, I don't give a shit. It's going to happen. It's going to happen if I have to, like, get a, like, fishing line and just, like, put a G.I. Joe 112, but 118 figure on the end of it and go, and that fishing line will go all out America, and Wilhelm will be, he'll grab onto it, and then I'll reel him in and we'll get him on this talk. Transformers G.I. Joe talk, which is mostly focused on the kind of 80s era, like the comics and that, and a little bit about the toys as well. Lone Wolf McQuaid, that's the one. I couldn't think of it. I was thinking like Solo, Alone, Solo Sokoa. It's like getting word salad because it's on Friday and it's tired after work, and I get up at 4 or 5 a.m. most days, so this time of day I'm fucked. But yeah, we're definitely doing that one. Last week on Boba Joe, we did wrestling video games. That was quite fun. And we're kicking off a whole wrestling month, like theme topic. Next week's one. Oh, hello. Dino's in there. He's just jumped in there. Hang on. He's snuck in like a ninja, mate. He's just snuck in there when nobody was looking. Jump in and say, hi, mate. Thanks very much. Thank you. I've been meaning to catch on your videos, man. I've got them saved on the playlist. I've got stuff I go through in the weekends, and I often can't. I get the notifications what they got, but I can't watch them that time. So I do actually have them saved away so I can catch up on those cool toy hunts and stuff you've been doing. You do awesome stuff. Thanks for stopping by. Next week, we're going to be doing talking trash and caller matches, legendary voices of wrestling. So they're talking about some of the all-time awesome commentators. That's coming up like this weekend, like Saturday, Sunday. We're doing that one, and we're doing a whole month of just like wrestling themed topics. So the following weeks are going to be talking about some other supercard shows, probably mostly from the 80s, maybe some from the 90s. I know. We'll jump around and do different ones. We'll probably talk about another WrestleMania we've done. I've got to redo the playlist because we've done WrestleManias 1 through, I want to say 12 or 13, like solo talks that are an hour plus each. So we'll do another one of those. But let's show off some of the toys and shit sitting on the floor next to me. We'll get rid of that. There we go. There's my ugly mug. And also there's my face. The commentators made it. Dean Machine. Now that's some good wordplay. Expect some good wordplay from Zazel. There's two things he's very good at. Growing a beard. Wordplay. Actually is good at like making people laugh when we're watching his nonsense shows and malarkey. But yeah, I got that Toon Hordak recently. I'm going to put him back on the pegboard over here because that's where he's been hanging out. It's just off camera over here. Pegboard that I mounted on the wall last month. It took me a couple of hours, but I got the bastard up there. Very happy to pick up this Jake the Snake figure. It's just a basic one, but it's got the updated head sculpt that's the same that's on the Ultimate and other ones. This was $20 a Big W. All the ones online at eBay are like 60 to 80 Australian. Same fucking figure, just like some of them have a snake, different pants, stupid packaging. $20. I really like him on the wall, but I kind of want to open it. Shall I do it? Because he looks nice. I like that mug. If I get another one, I could definitely have two. But I tell you what, I just love getting this one hand and going, oh, it didn't work. It's the first time. How many times I've gone pop with it? This is actually a stronger card. Well, you're going to have to... Oh, wow. They've actually made that so it won't pop open. That's pretty impressive. Okay, well, guess what? You're coming out of there, fuckhead, one way or another. There we go. because if I pop them open, my pegboard is like really full over there. So if I take a couple of things off, I can actually hang some more stuff on there. So that's kind of my motivation. Plus, I tend to have my wrestlers on the desk in front of me anyway, so I can just go ahead and pop them right down on the desk right now. And he's standing next to Eddie Guerrero. Check that out. Jinx, check out the pants colors. Got the same color pants. And Sting's fallen over, but never mind. He will survive. So that's the only one I'm opening. The other ones I'm just going to show off because it's stuff I'm going to just chuck out the back for now because I haven't got space to put anywhere. Cartoon Mantenna. I know this comes up all bloody blurry on here because of our shitty internet. It's not because of the camera. It's not because of the computer. The computer's actually reasonable. It's the shitty internet just buffers and makes it everything look shit. If I was offline and just look through things look normal, but they come up crap on here. There's nothing I can do about it because it's out in the street. It's not the house, so it shits me because we pay the same amount of internet as every other bastard does. But yeah, there's a weird error on this one. This one came from Amazon the Mail. You probably won't see it, but like if it comes up clear enough, like that side has an eyeball and the dot. The side no dot, which I just laughed when I opened that one. Who's the other three, Phil? Other three. Hang on. Is there three other Phils? Oh, other three. What's on the list? Okay. For a moment, I'm like, there's clones out there. There's like a multiplicity movie with like Phil in there, and like one's got some here, one's got more here, and all that. And that makes more sense. This is why you drink whiskey on Friday to confuse both yourself and whoever's stupid enough to watch you. Okay. I've got this sucker in the mail. This isn't older. It came out a couple years ago. It's Ninja Turtles 2 movie Shredder. But it's not Super Shredder because that figure came out, I want to say about 5 years ago now. It was quite a while. And I have that one. I've had that one for ages. This is like the movie 1 figure, like vanilla, ordinary body, but he's got the purple outfit instead of the red crimson, and he's got the movie 2 head that looks like it looks like some kind of pizza cutter or crazy weapon or something with the blades and shit. But it's pretty nice, and that pretty much completes my movie Turtles collection, which is fairly small because there's certain figures I don't give a fuck about. Like there's a Hamato Yoshi Orikasaki 2-pack. Don't care. It's kind of generic. Not that interesting. Macho, Brutus, maybe Sarge. Brutus, otherwise known as what do they call them? I was watching Survivor Series yesterday. The first one, 1997. I can't remember. Something to do with butts. I can't remember what it was now. If Mark's see, he'll know because I was messaging him about to say they keep saying this bloody guy. Some cheap man or butt man, something stupid like that. Actually, no, I was watching Survivor Series. The same day I watched WCW Uncensored, which was 95, 96, and Beefcake's on that, but under different names. But yeah, anyway, this one pretty much completes my Turtles Booty Man. There it goes, Booty Man. Because when they, I'm just like, what a stupid alternate name to call them. And then later on is the other version with the weird zebra face paint and mask or whatever. But on the commentary, they kept saying it like the match is like 10 minutes. They must have said it 50 minutes, like Booty Man's doing this, Booty Man's doing that. They kept saying it over and over again. And then like after the match, like one of them's like, oh, that was kind of stupid. It's like, oh, I thought it was fun because he kept saying fucking Booty Man. But yeah, the movie collection toys you've got for movie 1, you've got your 4 turtles. And first it was just that. They did the small and big ones. They did Shredder, Foot Soldier. They've done large and small various ones, Shredder and Foot Soldier turtles. Later on they had Splinter, April. There's been a couple of versions of April. There was a Casey with a mask, but not the face of Elias Coty as the actor. Eventually they did get permission to use this face and did a revised Casey with extra accessories and that had his proper face. So I finally got a version of that, so I was happy with that one. And then movie 2, it's Super Shredder, Tokaraza. That's your core 3 figures. I'm not sure if they've done the Tatsu or not. I don't know if they released it or they were going to happen. I remember hearing something about it. Hey, it's chasing out his toys, Mr. Chris Miwa. Superstar, Captain Jack. Who else is he? I can't remember now. Iron Man. Yeah, Iron Man. Downey and Captain Jack, those awesome cosplays he's always doing. Love checking out that stuff on your channel, Chris. Bloody awesome. bloody awesome, mate. Heart Foundation, greater than or less than Bushwhackers? Because I'm not good at math or those symbols. I can even remember which is which, the less than, greater than. Phil, what about the Bushwhackers? I don't have them. I got the Bushwhackers, like not the real ones. Like I couldn't fit them in the house. They're quite large and manly. I got the figures, like the Mattel modern ones, like the 6-inch. A pair of them off eBay, and I actually ordered them when we did that Kiwi stream. I actually ordered them during that stream as we're sitting there. I was going, I'm going to order these right now. So I did, and they're in the house, but I don't have them on hand here. They're at the back. I'm going to actually try and get them on display sometime next month. Cheers, mate. That's actually one of my uncle's talks. He's from overseas, so it's not. He goes, "Cheers, mate," like that. He has an accent. He's from like very far away. Not from here. Red Dead's John Marston. Booty Man. Produces a stretch. Yeah, I get caught up on those comments. What else we got over here? Yeah, I was in Kmart this week. There's my cat Pedro meowing like a madman. He was asleep a minute ago. They had some new Jack Sonic figures, and I'm like, do I want more Jack Sonic stuff? I've got about 5 different Sonics on a little shelf down there, and that's a very small area, and I went, that's kind of done. Don't really want to mess with it. But they're in the 90s chibi or chubby. There you go, chubby style, where they're quite short, like short legs, like Mickey Mouse proportions. And in the post 99 2000 era, they had Dreamcast Sonic Adventure. They had big, gangly, long legs, which is fine. They're okay games, but it's very anime style, very different. The original Sonic the Hedgehog, it literally is Felix the Cat mixed with Mickey Mouse, and that's from the people who created them. That's how they come up with them. But that same little chubby body they use also on, that's like Metal Sonic, who he fought in Sonic CD, because in Sonic 2 there was a different Metal Sonic, but Metal Sonic CD. This is Amy Rose, like Sonic's like girlfriend in pink there. I've avoided other ones figures. They've done loads of these figures over and over, but I didn't really care for because they were just like too gangly and tall. This dude, Vector, and who was in some of the later game stuff like Sonic Heroes, but he was first in, I can't remember, he was first in either Knuckles Chaotix and 32X, yeah, because it was that. This is that style, not the Dreamcast era style. So that's what I liked about it. They were quite cool figures. The one that's really sold me was Vector. Like, even if you don't like Sonic, he's just if you like cartoon characters, he's a very nice cartoon crocodile-looking dude with a big kind of Mr. T gold chain around him. It's just a weird character in like trainers and sneakers. But I saw him and I was like, oh, I wonder if they have the other rest of the wave on there. There was only 4, like Sonic, Vector, Amy Rose, Metal Sonic. And they did. And I bought all 3 of them. They did have the Sonic. I might get him, but I've got several Sonics in similar sizes, so I don't know if I really need that one. But yeah, that's kind of the toys anyway, showing off what was going on there. I think I will pause for a sip. Oh, actually, there's one other thing here just to kind of show off. Yeah, I got Super 7 Rat King, like the 7-inch scale dude. They're too tall. 7 inches, stupid scale. Bloody Super 7 McFarlane. They're ridiculous scales, but whatever. There's a big shelf of them back there. But yeah, he's really nice. He comes with 3 heads. They've got 2 like toy style heads, open mouth, closed mouth. One is like a kind of cartoony head, which I don't know how they got away with that because NECA has all the cartoon license stuff and Super 7 does not. But they kind of skirted around it, I think, and they don't usually do that. But yeah, he's really nice. And the Rat King vintage figure it's an okay figure, but it has one of those real gangly poses and it's hard to stand up, and it's actually quite nice to see like the little rats and stuff on his shoulders and the stuff, all the accessories and bits of cloth and bandage. He looks more like a serious threat rather than a weird goofball like on the vintage little figure. And he's got cool stuff. He's got stitching on his clothes. There's like looks like a cockroach crawling on his head, which I love. There's like a centipede thing on his chest. Kind of hard to see, but some like about there. but it's a pretty damn nice figure. And they've also got out from NECA the Mirage Comics Rat King, who is the original one. And he wasn't even, I don't think he called him Rat King back then. He was called like Han Tuan or something like that. Some kind of weird, kind of oriental sounding name. I don't know how they come up with it. But he was just a weirdo that hung out in this demolished building site. And he had, I don't know, I think he was meant to have some kind of psychic connection with the rats before they did the cartoon and all that. But yeah, I'll probably get that one too, because that's really nice. And the original Mirage Comics one looks less, it looks mostly like that, except his head is bandaged up so much, he almost looks like the Mummy or something, like Universal Monsters, with a little bit of gangly face and teeth sticking out. So he's a bit more deranged and kind of threatening looking in the comic version. Plus it was in black and white, which is like edgelord as fuck, black and white Ninja Comics. Retro saying hello to Chris. Zazel's posted what looks like a little face with a crown on it, or if you squint, kind of looks like Bart Simpson's spikes on his head. But yeah, pretty happy with that one. But they make them, I don't know, they make them too tall, like all these Super 7. Like that's a 6-inch Jake there. So look, he's that much taller than him, and it's like it doesn't need to be. We have all these bloody 6-inch figure lines, and then like, why are they got to make them such stupid sizes? I don't know. They're ridiculous. I don't mind on the bigger figures like Muckman, Mutagen Man, Wingnut, Triceraton, Leatherhead, Robotic, Bebop, and Rocksteady. They're massive. They're like 8 going on 9 inches tall, and that crazy Sergeant Bananas thing. They make sense because at least they're meant to be oversized, big figures anyhow. So I don't mind with them, but yeah, otherwise, I don't know. Scale Wars. It's like a new Godzilla film. Scale Wars, Gamera versus Godzilla. But yeah, so basically coming up on the old regular weekly thing, we'll be doing more wrestling talks. Kind of with two minds about doing more Monday Mutant Madness stuff. I mean, I want to do more, but it's the timing of it. I like the name and the Monday. Those parts I like. I stole the idea from Mo Tuesday, so I call it a Monday. So I like those parts of it, but it's often hard in the timing after work. The Lord Scale. Transformers have got something to say about that. We refuse to submit to any sort of scale or any sort of sense, and that is all. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing some more Monday Mutant Madness stuff, but I'm probably going to do pre-record ones and then put them up, but then I'll be hanging out live in the chat because trying to do the live one, I've got time in my week where I could do something, but it's when no one's around who could possibly watch it, like in the middle of the night or crazy hours in the morning, and no one can watch it, whether it's Perth or like over Eastern States here or in America or whatever. And it's just frustrating because I have free time, like hours of free time on certain days where just no one's around, so it's pointless doing it then. But I could do a pre-record and then chuck it up at a time where I know there's more likely to be people who get a chance to watch it. So I'm kind of thinking I might do some retrospective ones and kind of cover different topics and turtle stuff. And down the track, if I can have some other people come on and talk about whatever. I mean, obviously on Boba Joe, we do a weekly thing anyway. So occasionally we do turtle talks on there, like we do Playmates catalogs and stuff, turtle movies. So I kind of try to do something different than that. But yeah, if anyone's out there watching this after the fact and you're thinking, I'd like to sit there and talk to the Ninja Turtles with John, hit me up on Instagram or whatever. Because like I'm happily talk about whether it's something you like and you've had turtle toys as a kid or watched any of the media, like shows, comics, movies, any of that. I'm always happy to talk about any of that bullshit. And I don't want to just crank something out for the sake of it. I kind of want to do something and have it like be at least meaningful or useful in some way. And I was starting to make last year just like too much time making videos and shit. Like I got up every day for a year and a half. Like I get up anyway at 5 a.m. But usually first hour I'm not doing much in the day. So I play a game, read a book, watch TV. I got to do something before I go to work. So if, like every 7 days a week for like a year and a half, I put an hour into doing YouTube shit and like preparing a show or slides or looking up topics and whatnot. But I found that like the more effort I put into it, the less anyone would watch anything. Not reflecting the quality of what the product was, but it was just so much time. And I thought, well, I'm just going to spend that time doing other things because I'm not really getting anything out of it. So now I'm getting up at 7 a.m. and 5 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., sometimes 4. And I'm playing like fucking, I don't know, Final Fantasy on PlayStation Lounge or something, playing like video games and such, hanging out with my cat and whatever. Turtle Talk with John is highly recommended. Yeah, I'd like to do more. It's the same thing with like my Batman talks, which I've done one of in 2 years because it was hard to get people lined up with timing to actually get people to do talks. So I kind of abandoned it. I'll come back to it, but like I've got 3 other people overseas I want to talk to, but time permitting, it might take another 6 months to get those 2, but we'll do them eventually. So I don't care if something comes out once in 2 months or 3 months rather than not at all, and have it be quality rather than just crank something out for the sake of it. It's all timing and time zones and where people are doing, and we've all got real lives and families and pets, and I don't have kids, but a lot of people have kids and all that sort of business. I mean, our kid's our cat, he's my bloody thing that makes me run around and meows at me and for attention. So yeah, things have to fit around real life, but it's like if I get a gap, I want to do other than just relax on the show. I like to do a little bit of something, a little bit of learning, a little bit of grind, learn some stuff, do some exercise, do something that's mentally stimulating for me that can hopefully be useful or turned into something someone finds interesting. And I've seen, like, I do pretty low effort fucking videos as it is. I wouldn't even call them videos. It's just like real life, but you turn a thing on and you're talking to someone else or whatever. It's, and it's no different than just like talking to a mate down the pub or talking, we used to talk to people in school and shit like that, just hanging out talking a bunch of bullshit, except it happens to be we're at a further distance and doing it this way. There's no level of professionalism here of video editing or fancy things or lenses or cameras or any of that stuff. But I've watched some videos on YouTube that are like even more low effort than me. So they're not just in the basement. They've like crawled under the house and dug a hole under the house to get to a low level of effort than my shitty videos. And they've had like fucking thousands of views. I'm like, what are they doing? And it's not like, a lot of people watch like streaming, I don't know, like video game stuff and things like that and bloody Let's Plays and all this. And I can't work it out. There's stuff like just, I got this turtle toy this week and I was looking up just other turtle related content. And I'm like, here's a dude who just started the channel like 6 months ago. And he's like, I got these turtle toys this week. And I'm like, I've done a video like that. I'm like, here's some shit I got this week. And he's getting like 2,000 views. And I'm like, what did I get? -5 views. I'm like, well, why bother? But I don't know. It's funny. The YouTube sort of buries things. That's why I looked over 12 months. I looked at the metrics like once a week or once a month. And I went, yeah, it's just not worth my time. It's not worth my time when YouTube just buries the stuff. What's Bobby saying? That's why I love doing the show with Johnny. We'll show up, talk about stuff like we're talking about. I'll be 2 seconds. Pedro's going absolutely mental. He possibly wants some food. I'll be right. Oh, sorry about that. My cat was running around going meow, 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 constantly up and down and thought he either wants food or wants to go outside, but it's nighttime and he doesn't go outside at nighttime because he'll get run over by some asshole on the street and we don't leave him out there. So I put him down that end and gave him the food. Satellite feed interrupted. But yeah, I'm going to finish up in a minute. I just wanted to do a quick sort of hangout and I'm sort of in 2 minds where I'm going to do more kind of impromptu live ones. Like I do like the special occasion stuff. Like we did that Kiwi hangout, and that was like, I mean, that came together over like 3 or 4 months, I guess. Since December last year, we're kind of like floating the idea, floating around like Phil and Campbell and all that, and it was and it came together so awesomely. And I'm so grateful that Campbell was able to host that on his channel because I couldn't do it here because our internet is shit. It's dog shit. So we couldn't have more than 2 people and me on a talk. It would just like go all laggy and be cutting out and shit. So I was really happy that like he had his cable stuff sorted out from last year. All the business with the cable of this end of the house and that end of the house. And then there was time the kids pulled the cable out with time when he was alive. That was hilarious. But yeah, I was so grateful that Cam was able to host it on his channel. And door banging there. I don't know if it's the wind or the cat, one of those two, or a windy cat if he's eating the wrong thing. Yeah, I was so happy with that, and that to me was a real special thing because, like, just to get to talk to all those dudes in one time and one virtual place, but having a Kiwi specific stream because there's no shortage of like Aussie related streams of things, things like that. So it felt kind of awesome because I haven't been back to New Zealand for it's been more than 6 or 7 years. 2 seconds, something's banging on the window. Sorry, we have this glass sliding door, and when I closed it, the front door was open. There was just a draft, and it's like banging it really loudly. You wouldn't hear it here, but I can hear it. It drives me fucking nuts. Yeah, the federale is at the door, man. There's fucking Fox Mulder and the FBI and this cigarette smoking man. They come to get me. This illegal moonshine I've been peddling over the border because of all these fucking tariffs. Kitty on my foot. Boba Joe says, tongue-tied. Whiskey mouth. Boba Joe shows are legit and a fun watch. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that very much. That's the aim of the game. Like it's like I used to hang out like when I was in high school age, it's age 12 through 18. Back in Christchurch, I'd see my mates and we'd play bloody Mortal Kombat on Mega Drive, Super Nintendo, Street Fighter. We'd go to the arcade as well and play shit in there. Cadillacs and dinosaurs, play games. We'd go to the arcade in the city. I'd go down to the comic shop weekends after school. And we just talk a bunch of bullshit, like, did you see that wrestling the other night? Or what's happening with the Spider-Man comics and clones and cloning me owns and other nonsense. Superman died and came back again. It's just those kind of conversations, but like done, sitting in the old bloody nerd caves here and talking about this stuff, whether it's bloody Robocops or Terminators or fucking Ric Flairs or Hulksters or whatever. It's that same kind of bullshit, but just hanging out, talking on there. So that's kind of what we go for, just like casual, fun talks. Phil says he's all for the Boba Joe show, but he's gone faux. He's like gangster talk. He's like, I'm all faux the Boba Joe show. It's like gangster. Yeah, there's plenty more stuff coming this year. Like we're doing more wrestling stuff. We'll definitely do another horror themed month in October, which is Halloween. We don't celebrate Halloween in Australia, but it's the obvious months of the year to do a theme thing are like Christmas, Halloween. I'm like, well, so I'm leaning towards doing Vincent Price month in Halloween this year, and particularly the Vincent Price, Roger Corman films like Pit the Pendulum, that sort of thing, Mask of the Red Death. I'm leaning towards doing that. Last year we did, what the heck did we do? Oh, we did a John Carpenter month. We did like 4 John Carpenter film talks in a row. I love sometimes looking back through the videos or thumbnails and just going, oh yeah, we talked about that, and I forgot because it was like a year ago. And I'm like, oh, did we talk about that one? So it's kind of awesome seeing what we've already talked about. And there's always more things you want to get into and more things you want to do, and you just kind of pick and go what makes sense week to week and month to month. And if anyone has topics they'd like to suggest for a future Boba Joe show, I mean, certainly suggest them to us, whether in comments here or Instagram. If you've got stuff and think, man, I like to see those idiots talk about this bloody thing, or like those 2 megamaniacs. This thing you like, because there's so many topics that are covered over and over again, like your Robocops and Terminators, but everyone's got their own unique perspective and view on it, and your own life experience and that sort of thing, and how it influenced you or what you got into because of that. And so I love hearing different points of view on stuff. I'll happily watch like 5 different fan Robocop documentaries as well as the actual official RoboDoc documentary. I can't get enough of that shit. So, and you connect with the people, from your kind of regional areas or sometimes other countries who share a similar view. And sometimes I'll go on YouTube and I'll look up a topic and I'll go, here's this hot topic I really like. And people have made really amazing videos, but maybe I don't connect with that particular one, even though it's objectively really good. Or maybe their voice irritates me, like the way my voice irritates certain people. And they're like, fuck that guy, I can't listen to that nonsense. Here's someone else with a much smoother accent, where it turns out some horrible AI voice. But yeah, there's no shortage of different views and ideas and fun pop culture stuff. And I love getting into it. I jump around a lot of different stuff every week here. I'm talking to my mum last night on the phone. She's like, you watched that Dark Wind season 3? I'm like, no, I feel bad because I meant to watch it last week and I totally forgot. It's a bloody awesome show. If you haven't seen Dark Winds, check that out. I'm going to watch it this week. I'm always jumping around like I'm onto me Sailor Moon season 3, the box set, watching that. I'm watching Super 70s robot shows like Combat V. I'm watching other random stuff like Saturday mornings. I've been watching Gummy Bears. I'm nearly at the end of that. Watch my wrestling. I think our constant swearing turns the algorithm against us. I don't know if that's true, because if you turn those auto subtitles on, you see some pretty hilarious stuff when it's trying to do auto subtitles for an Irish accent and a hybrid Aussie Kiwi accent. It comes up with some really hilarious stuff trying to guess what we're talking about. And we had an awesome comment last year going, I couldn't understand either of you. It's like, well, don't watch it then. I don't know what else to say. There's no shortage of like, I'm American views on YouTube to go and watch. There's plenty of, plenty of that stuff. And there's plenty of other content things to watch that you can understand. So you can't expect us to like change our accents and whole entire like life experience of where we grew up to suit this one random person on the internet. But I think that was one of the best comments of the year, to be honest, because I don't know if they're serious or not, but I still liked it either way. Well, I might finish up. Here's a couple more random toys. Got this bloody, what is this? Donatello and the little mobile car from the 90s. It came in a mixed lot of stuff. And it's a wind up. And when you wind it up, it actually goes like little wheelies and spins around. It's kind of cool. They're pretty cheap and common on eBay. Wasn't after it, but it came in the mixed lot. And I picked up the Homer from the recent toy lines in Kmart. Comes with this nice little donut there. Pretty happy with that. I used to have years ago I think it was Playmates made those old ones way back in the 2000s. And I had a heap of those. I had like 20 or so of those for a lot of years. And then I got rid of them. They were nice, but I just was downsizing at the time before I had this room. And now they've got these new Simpsons out and I've resisted them. But I did get the Groundskeeper Willie because I'm like, how can I not buy an Angry Scotsman action figure? Like, there's not a lot of Angry Scots action figures in the world. I mean, technically he's Canadian, but one of his parents was Scottish. So there you go. There's not a lot of Angry Scots action figures, and like, if you see one, you've got to buy it. That's the rule. It's like, hey there, my brother from another mother. What's going on down under in the Kiwi land? I'll tell you something, Kiwi land. Someone brings a Vegemite sandwich to a fight. You bring a Marmite, and you smack them in the face and say, get that out of here, mate. Get that out of here. We don't tolerate that kind of stuff over here in Kiwi land. They were saying, hire a couple of Americans to dub over our voices like the Mad Max movie. Do you know, I could do a funny, I don't really go onto those AI voice sites much no more. I mucked around them for like 12 months, just as fun, like a little experiment. It was like a toy to me. It's like a new toy. You know, you muck around, learn something from it, move on, do something else. So I did learn some interesting things, and I made those fun like Bobby Heenan videos and that sort of shit. But there's some free ones that are just like stock voices. I could take a couple of bits from our video and do a video for fun, where I think I might actually do that. Do like a 5-minute segment from one of our talks, and I will actually dub us over with American voices just for the fuck of it. And I will forget. So here's the magic of press print screen, and I'll print the screen so I can get a screen cap of that comment. I'll save it, so now I can actually remember it tomorrow. Otherwise, I will totally forget about it an hour from now. So Boba Dub 1. There we go. Saved it. Cool. Hey there, my brother man, Kiwi boy, down in Kiwi land, telling you out there to smash that like button if you know it's good for you. If you smash it too hard, you might smash it to smithereens and get plastic fragments in your hand, and then go to the doctor, get them out of there. When it's all healed up, smash it again. That's my advice to you, and I think that's pretty much a good place to finish up. I might play a little outro in a moment here. So I might try and do even once a month, just a kind of impromptu live, so I can just blow off some steam. Ouch. That was actually quite a good song by Eric Idle from the Ruttles movie. Ouch. Feel for that one up. Good fun. Yeah, I might try and do like once a month, but I can't do, it's hard to just stick to a particular day because it's just depends on what's going on around in the background here, and noise and time of day. I'm up at weird hours, but no one's around at weird hours. Otherwise, I could be around at like 3 a.m. or something, but someone's got to be around. So it would be a bit useless. But yeah, let's finish up there. If you've tuned in or dropped out or done any of the above, thanks for checking out my impromptu after work Monday live on a Friday. So it's the Monday intro. I'll salute to you with my nearly empty cup of whiskey. But this is actually a soup cup, so it holds about half a pint in there. So, and we'll catch you guys another time. Thanks for tuning in.
Ha 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 ha!